I go my nation. Oh wait, do you have a file open?
I do.
Sweet.
What up, nation? All right, you ready? We'll just go.
In
We'll just have
and
fun.
also out. Okay, tons of fun. All right, I'm ready.
Okay. Okay, here we go. One, two, three, click. Okay. One, two, three.
One, two, three. Ooh, that's long. Was it long for you?
Really delayed. Super delayed, dude.
And it just happened when we were talking. It just wasn't like that, man.
Pull. All right, this is a sitter downer. Oh wait, hold on. Sorry. Welcome everybody to the bonus disc.
13.1ers. Sitter downer.
This, yeah, this is a sitter downer slash terrible to talk about In-N-Out Burger at 3:45 in the afternoon for me. 12:45 for you?
I'm eating
Yeah,
an
you got your
apple.
apple.
Sucks.
Okay. Uh yeah, it's just not the same. So,
No.
but we've been needing to have a conversation about In-N-Out Burger for a while.
One of these things that is important to us. We've been to In and Out together.
Yep, multiple
Uh,
times.
yeah, usually race times, right?
Yep. Mhm.
Um, but you recently went to In and Out, and then I looked in my notes app, shared notes
Mhm.
because that's what we do now. We finally figured
Mhm.
out that we can share notes.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Um, and there was this note called "What can we learn from In and Out Burger: a 3-point talk by AG."
So, I went to In-N-Out a couple weeks ago. It's
Okay,
very rare for me. I don't live near one.
no,
There's one in Flagstaff, right?
well, great question. Not yet. Um, 5 years ago, front page of the paper, we talked about this on the podcast.
Yeah.
They're building it in and out. Okay.
Right.
So then the place they were going to build it, the city said, you can only build it in and out here if you can only turn right out of this, out of the restaurant because of the traffic. And they were like,
Oh,
never mind, and left.
wow.
But guess what?
Traffic.
Guess
Oh boy.
what?
Oh boy.
2 months ago,
Mm-hmm.
In and Out said, okay, we'll only turn right out of that. And they're building one in town.
Yes.
Is that a good thing?
I know. We were texting with Josh about that, right?
Yep.
Like, would that be actually a good thing to be near In-N-Out or Culver's?
Because for two reasons. One is that I'm going to be eating at In and Out all the time. Three reasons. It's going to be terrible for traffic where they're building it. This is not a good idea where they're building it.
Right.
Third, it loses its luster.
Right.
Culver's lost its luster. I'm sorry for me when it got to Flagstaff. I love Culver's still, but you know what I mean. Like when you see a Culver's and the clouds part,
Yeah. Angels chorus comes in.
right? That doesn't happen anymore, and I think I'll miss that when I have an In and Out 5 miles away.
Yeah. I mean, I'll admit I was sitting there
Mm-hmm.
eating and I was just jealous of everybody in that room. I was like, everybody here lives near an In-N-Out burger except me.
Maybe. I mean, you sent me this link about the campaign that In and Out does to draw
Hmm.
international
Yeah. Yep.
visitors by putting
Yeah.
pops up in like pop ups, I should say, pops up.
Yeah.
Maybe that
Pops ups.
works
Pops up.
in like Sydney and I don't know, other international places. Where else? Like Beijing, places like that. And
Right.
that's their strategy of getting visitors to California from other countries to come to In and Out. So it could be
Mm.
that you were in there and nobody was from
Super.
Phoenix. You went in Phoenix, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Very possible.
Do you remember
So,
which location? Which location did you go to in Phoenix?
oh, well, good question.
Can you look on the history of your Google Maps
The
real quick?
closest one to the airport.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here we go. 4840 North 20th Street,
Okay.
Phoenix.
Sure. Yep. I've been to that location.
Hmm.
It's
Okay,
good.
so
Every
here
location
here's
is good. That's part of it, right?
oh, it's just so good. So we're gonna do this little 3 point talk. So I was
Okay.
like, I was there, I was thinking about it. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
why is this so good?
Yeah.
And then I just started thinking about it on my walk, and I was like, this could be like I'm always thinking about ways like how this applies to like my spiritual life, how this applies to my professional life, and how this applies to my teaching life.
Okay.
Like those are
Yeah.
three things that I'm like regularly thinking about. Like,
Mm-hmm.
well, my family, of course,
Right.
but I didn't really see any family tie-ins to this.
Sure.
Maybe. Oh,
Maybe.
maybe.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Okay. I scratch that. But I'm totally into self improvement and like growing and like teaching and learning, getting better.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And so I was like doing this, and I was like, man, this could make a really good sermon. And I was like, I would love to ghostwrite this for somebody.
What
A
if
3 point talk.
I was assigned some topic
Yeah.
to give? I went
Yeah.
through the whole process at my church, which is you practice in front of the staff, they give you feedback, all that kind of stuff. And
Yep.
instead, I just got up on Sunday morning and gave a talk called What We Can Learn from In-N-Out Burger, a 3 point talk by AG.
Why not? Why not?
I'll tell you what, people would be rapt. You know what I mean? I would
Yeah.
have the attention of that congregation.
Be like, what? And then everybody would go to In-N-Out afterwards and be like, that would be the best, dude. Is at the
Ooh.
end,
Mm-hmm.
In-N-Out for everybody.
You mean like bring it in or we go there together?
Yeah. No,
Ooh,
bring
like
it
a
in.
food
Like
truck
they,
style.
yes,
Mm,
they walk out of church and there it is,
wow. Okay.
angel chorus.
All right. I'll ask.
So
I'll ask if I can do it.
when it when it comes in,
Yeah.
now I haven't really put a heck ton of thought in this other than the 3 point outline.
Yeah. I mean, listener, if
So
you saw this note, it's, it's probably 100 words, but it's 3 solid points, in my opinion.
I think they're really good.
Yeah.
Uh, but let me go over real quick how I got there.
Okay.
So I was flying from Oregon to Atlanta, and the only way to really fly, that far is a red eye,
Right.
right? Like,
Yep.
so
That's a long way.
yeah,
That's about as long as you can get.
yep. I've done Seattle to Tampa. That's the farthest
Okay.
I've ever flown, other
Yeah.
than transcontinental.
Right. Right. I meant in the continental United States, you're going from northwest
Mm-hmm.
to southeast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So in order to save like $500,
Uh
I
huh.
took a 2 layover flight instead of a 1 layover flight.
Okay. Yeah.
So it was Redmond, which is north of Bend, to Phoenix, to Dallas, to Atlanta.
Wow. That's a
Um,
long flight.
yeah, it is. So, but all good, super fun, all that
Yeah.
stuff. But I land in Phoenix, and
Mm-hmm.
my flight isn't till 6 a.m. the next morning.
And you landed the
And
afternoon before, the evening
yeah,
before? Yeah.
yeah,
Wow.
because that was like the flight to Dallas and then to Atlanta, right? So
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, well, I have what over 12 hours to kill.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
What else are you gonna do but go to In-N-Out?
what? Yeah. So what I actually did, because I'm sitting there and Aaron was like, you should just go get a hotel
Yeah. Right.
because you're gonna be there for that long. You're gonna sit in the airport or go there. So I like triangulated a hotel near In-N-Out Burger.
Great.
Um,
That became your deciding factor of where
oh
you're
yeah,
gonna stay that night.
oh
Yep.
yeah. This wasn't like Priceline or Hotwire, like good
No.
hotel. It was hotel near an In-N-Out Burger. So I
I'll
found a
pay any amount of money.
yeah. So I found a Hampton Inn
Mm-hmm.
that was zero point 0.6 miles from an In-N-Out.
Right.
So I took a lift from the airport to the Hampton Inn, and then I was gonna walk to In-N-Out.
Right.
But as I was in this lift, I'm like, what if because I have a really good rapport with this Lyft driver. He's super cool. He's from Atlanta, moved
Yeah.
to Phoenix.
Okay.
I was like, hey man, I was like, do you think we could I'll pay you extra. Like, do you think we could pull through In-N-Out? And he's like, oh, I got you. Oh, I got
I've
you.
never
Oh,
I've
yeah.
never asked a Lyft driver to pull through for me.
He's like, "Oh, I got you." He's like, "You just pay me a little bit of cash." I'm like, "Oh, absolutely, no worries. Sounds
That's a
great."
very special. That's a very special rapport.
Yeah. Well, we had the
Mhm.
Atlanta connection.
For sure.
Um, so we get to the In and Out, and the car line is like an hour long,
Oh man.
right? So I'm like, "Hey, you know what? Can you just drop me off here, and then I'll just walk to my hotel?"
Okay. Yeah.
And this is that thing where like your bags are already checked.
Oh yeah,
You
I
know
was
what I
just
mean?
gonna
So
say, so they're in between your planes.
right.
Okay. Just at
So
the airport still. And you left.
yeah, well, you
Yeah.
like a 12-hour layover.
Right.
So all I've got is my messenger bag and my bassoon.
Okay.
So I'm like, "Can you just drop me off here? I'll pay you with some cash." She's like, "Great." So give him a cash tip, go in there, and then Angel Chorus, dude. The wraparound car line is a mile long, but the line is 0.
Okay.
But
Great.
there's probably like 20 people in the store just having the time of their lives.
Now let me say, even though that line looked like it was probably an hour long,
Mm-hmm.
it was probably 15 minutes
You're right. But that's a
because
long
of
time for a
how fast they are so fast.
Yep,
But
they're
you're
like
right. In a lift,
Chick-fil-A.
that's still a long time.
Yeah, like because my entire Lyft trip was 10 minutes,
Okay.
you
Yeah.
know, from airport to there.
Hmm.
So, uh, like, what would his Lyft supervisor think too? Like, why are you stopped? Like,
You're stopped for a long time.
yeah,
I mean, they would
um,
know right away why.
yeah, they'd see, oh, you're an In and Out.
Yep.
Oh, it's so good. So get in line, or well,
Hmm.
actually, I don't get in line. I just actually, you know what I did? I set my bassoon and my messenger bag down in a very convenient place that I wasn't worried about because the
Okay.
place was like right by where I was going to order.
Sure.
And there's a dude like sweeping and stuff, just a really nice guy.
Uh huh.
And I was like, "Can you get like I said, can you get raw onion on an animal style burger?
Mm.
Cuz I just wanted to try it."
Yeah, sure.
I
So animal
do
style plus raw onion.
well, instead of grilled onion, raw onion.
Oh wow. Okay, got it.
Cuz animal style is mustard crusted meat, right? And then grilled onions and special sauce,
Yep.
right?
It's.
Oh.
I think the bun is mustard crusted. Maybe also. I'm not sure
Oh,
about that,
okay.
but you
Chad
could
could
be right.
no, has something to do with mustard.
Yep.
I am
And
getting
then it's those grilled onions in
so
that secret
hungry.
sauce, just smothered.
Oh gosh, dude. Oh gosh. So he's like, "Yeah, oh, absolutely you can." So what I did was I ordered a double animal style with regular onion,
Mm,
and then
yes,
a single protein style animal style with grilled onion.
that is so good. I do one animal style, double
Yep.
animal style,
Uh-huh.
and then I do the same thing except for I don't do animal style in the protein. I
Okay.
like there's something fresh ingredients
Yeah.
that cold lettuce
I know.
wrapped. How do they do it?
Wrapped to
They wrap
perfection.
it perfectly,
Yep.
and so then I just do burger. I know you don't like tomato, but I put tomato in there
Yeah.
and ketchup and mustard,
Oh, that's great.
and it is a pure taste
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
sensation.
Yeah.
It's the best protein burger that you can buy.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Okay, but that your order, great. I love it.
Okay. So I got that thing,
Yep.
set it down, took a few pictures for Instagram,
Mm-hmm.
right?
You got to.
And then just ate that double. Now the crispiness of the raw onion,
Yeah.
really good.
Okay. I have been
Really,
getting back a little bit into the raw onion.
yeah.
My issue is breath stuff, but you weren't
Oh yeah.
going home.
No, going to hotel by myself. Who gives a rip?
Perfect.
Dude,
Yeah.
who gives a rip?
What a great plan.
So that the crispy onion is fantastic with the
Okay.
crispy lettuce, slightly toasted bun,
Mm-hmm.
and the pickles.
Okay.
There's all the textures needed. It's phenomenal.
Yeah, they really run the gamut on the textures, and they're all good.
Yep.
Whew. Okay.
It's
All right.
phenomenal.
Great order. I love it.
Fries,
Mm-hmm.
which I like,
I like to.
ketchup, and then I got those little chilies, and I'm biting
Mm-hmm.
into those chilies while I'm eating this thing. My mouth is exploding with it, just like it's just so good.
You get a Coke with that meal?
Actually, I got a chocolate shake.
A chocolate shake. Great.
Yep,
Their shakes
bang.
are good.
Their shakes are really good.
Let me just say this. Frosties,
Yep.
you've lost me, Frosties.
Mm.
Something has happened with the Frosty.
That's funny. We had Frosties yesterday, and they were great.
Oh, okay, that's good news. It could also be the restaurant that I go to, the
Yeah.
Wendy's.
Uh huh.
It just tastes kind of gummy to me, or like
Mm.
I can't even explain it. It was not a good Frosty. But man, that chocolate shake at In and Out, this apple sucks that I'm eating right now.
I know,
Sorry,
dude.
Apple, but
And we should have put a disclaimer at the top of this, dude. Like, we're just loving fast food, right?
yep, that's true.
People won't listen to this if they're not into it. It's just so we can
Or
just
they will and laugh.
yeah.
Um, okay, so I want to do these 3 points because I think they're quite intriguing.
Yeah.
This is like so what we can learn from In and Out Burger about being good, I would also say. Like it's just like because like what when you're sitting there in the restaurant, like why I think you said this, like why is it so good?
Yep, it's like perfect movie. It's like trying to come up with some evidence.
Oh,
So
I
you're
like
right.
these. These are the
Like
three evidences.
what we can learn from In-N-Out Burger to like to make our lives better, to make my playing better, to make my parenting better, to make our ministry better, to make teaching better, right? Like
To
it's all
to
that.
to make my life feel as good as just walking in to that
Yeah.
In and Out and biting into that double double.
Yeah, how can
Any In and Out in the world, which is only are there any international ones? I don't think so, but mostly
no.
West.
No.
I've I don't think I'm exaggerating. People, I'm prone to ejaculation. I've said that before. Ejaculatory
Right. Right.
statements.
Right.
This one, this sudden burst of vocalization that is happening right now, I think is true. I've never been disappointed in an In and Out
Nope.
in my
Never.
life. People have
Totally.
fry issues, right? Am I right about that?
Yeah, Chad doesn't like the fries. I've
Yeah,
heard a lot of people lambaste the fries.
right.
I like the fries.
The fries, well done, are
Yeah.
so good.
Oh, oh man. So here's another problem that the nation doesn't know, but like we're doing some really, really good September eating habits, me and you.
Yeah.
Seeing as it's September 1st and yesterday was August 31st. So
And so, of course, we have to do something.
so we're doing super good.
Yep.
Doing totally great
Mm-hmm.
today. Didn't do so great yesterday. I had Wendy's with the girls like after school.
Sure. I mean, it was August 31st.
Right.
You can't be
Yeah.
blamed for that.
The 30,
Listen,
yeah.
but In and Out, correct me if I'm wrong, when it's not in your city or for you, even in your state, not even close, is always allowed.
Oh yeah. There is
And
no diet that
you're celebrating, you are fully celebrating
totally.
life and celebrating food when you are at In and Out.
Yes.
And it's worth celebrating.
Oh yeah, and there are so many like foodies that
Yeah.
say thusly. Like, I posted that video of Anthony Bourdain.
Right.
Like he was like the late Anthony Bourdain,
Yep.
R.I.P. He was
Mm-hmm.
like, it's the first thing I get when I go to L.A. and the
Mm-hmm.
last thing that I get when I leave L.A. Always. Like
What a smart man he was.
he said you could walk into any hotel,
Yeah.
and if you're carrying like a bag of fast food, people are like look down on you. But if you're carrying a bag of In and Out, they're
Yep.
jealous.
Yeah. Yep.
Like any
There's
celeb.
something different about it.
Yeah, it's. And then who? Oh, the other one that I saw recently was The Rock.
Oh, okay. Dwayne the
So
Rock Johnson, great
Dwayne
guy.
The Rock Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
He's This was part of what got me going in my brain was he posted a video of his cheat meal Sunday.
Yeah.
And he'd never been to In and Out in his entire life until
Did you send this to me?
I
think you
probably sent it. I'm sure
Yeah,
I sent
I think
it
you
to
sent it to me. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was the first time he'd ever had it, and he was
Yep.
impressed.
He loved it.
Yep.
He loved it, and he was pairing it with his his hand select tequila. I think he has his own tequila brand or something.
Probably. Yeah.
So-
Probably has a cigar brand, a
yeah, right,
weightlifting brand, some
right,
sort of protein powder brand.
totally.
Yeah. And tequila for sure.
Yep. So it's just it's so good. So okay, so here's my first point. Should I
Here we
do it
go.
Tim? Should I do it Tim Keller style, dude?
Where you say the points first.
Yeah.
I like it better when I like the reveal better.
Okay. All right.
Let's do that.
Okay.
It's
So
if that's okay, unless you want to find your inner Tim Keller and do 3 points first.
no, no, no,
Okay.
no. That's great. The
Okay.
reveal is more fun for our podcast purposes.
Yep.
Okay. So the first thing that In and Out does that I want to
Mm.
do a few things and do
Okay.
them very well.
It just strikes me right now that there probably are a bulk of our listeners who have never been to In and Out. And
Mm-hmm.
so this is a good place to describe that In and Out only their thing is they only serve hamburgers.
Yep.
And when you go and see the menu, it looks like on the menu there are like 3 choices.
Oh yeah. Well, so here's what got me going, dude.
Yeah.
I'm doing my .6 mile walk
Uh-huh.
after this glorious meal, and
This
I
was like
walk
right away.
totally.
This was a Anthony's note style.
All this happened talk to text before I got to the hotel. This whole note that you see here.
Okay, great.
Um, I walk past the drive-through menu, and I
Mm-hmm.
just see that row of cars, right?
Yep.
And the drive-through menu, it's shorter than these words here.
You might be right.
It's
There's
like
more white space on that
wonder.
menu than there is on this note.
Totally. Let me
Wow.
see if I can look up In and Out menu. Okay.
Drive-through menu.
Images.
Oh, images. That's good.
Oh my gosh. I
I've
mean,
got to do it too.
you have that?
I'm
Like
gonna I'm gonna
just
look it up.
okay. Boot it up on your thing.
Great font. They've retained their branding for what? 60 years? 70 years? How long? I don't even
Totally.
know how long they've been, but it looks like the 50s, whether it started in the 50s or not. And
Man.
they have retained that kind of font, branding, colors. Wow.
Yep. I mean, dude, just look it up.
I'm doing it right now.
Just do In and Out menu images. The first one that comes
I got it.
is a drive-through.
I mean, this is great content. We could do we could just do because actually I think that you have one of these things too. Well, you don't have price on here actually, but look at the friggin'
I
prices.
don't.
Every time this is a
I
my boys
know.
my boys roll their
Dude.
eyes. I say
Wow.
the same thing every time. We order for the whole family. They tell me the
Yep.
total and I yell, "What a steal!" and drive quickly to the front
What a steal.
because it feels
That's
like that.
so good.
Cheeseburger, $2.75. That's
Yeah,
that's like the price of a McDonald's cheeseburger in some places.
totally. And if you
It's
think about
nuts.
this next to Five Guys, that's like $11.
I don't
I,
get it.
I've, dude, Five Guys has almost lost me, man. I've had 2 times in a row where it was awful.
And you're spending so
And
much money.
it's like we all go and it's like $60.
So is this part of why I've never been disappointed at In and Out? Because the price point is so low. It
Right.
doesn't match with how good it tastes at all. And it's flipped. I agree with you, Five Guys. Just
Yep.
you can miss me with Five Guys at this point. I'm done. I'm not going to pay
Wow.
$11
Yep.
for a hamburger and a drink and
Well,
not
you
know
don't
if it
get a
tastes
drink.
good or not.
You don't get a drink for $11. It's just the burger. I mean,
Bonkers.
yeah, it's crazy.
I don't understand. Forget that crap. In and Out is there's some sort of combination of this probably where the price point that I'm looking at right now is stunning.
Right.
Hamburger, French fries, and a medium drink. The number 3 is $6.10.
Yeah, dude. Wow.
Wow. The,
Double
and
double,
McDonald's can't
325.
even get close to that.
Nope. It's
Mm,
it's just perfect. So you're looking at this menu,
yeah,
and I'm just
drooling.
looking at it. I'm like, it's simplicity, it's
Mm-hmm.
excellence. It's
There, yeah. So I'll just
it's
read the
there's
choices of the burger: double double, which is double meat and double cheese. That's the top big one. Cheeseburger
Yep,
and hamburger. Those are the three choices for an entree,
yep,
and that's all I
yep.
want. I want all three.
Definitely. And then the only sides are fries,
Yep.
and then you can either have a shake or a water or a soda, root
Mm-hmm.
beer, lemonade, iced tea.
Yep. Their
It's
pink
just
lemonade is really good.
ooh, okay, I'd love to try that. So, point number 1,
Yeah.
do a few things and do them very well.
Yep.
Right? Like you go to the menu at Cookout, which is good.
Yeah, sure.
They have everything you could ever like imagine.
Yeah, I kind of wish you had walked past another fast food restaurant on that walk to compare the drive-through
Interesting.
menu because
Interesting.
I think that to a certain extent now McDonald's drive-through menus are all, all digital, right? They're all screens.
Right. Right.
Um and they try their darndest, I think, to make them look clean, but there's just so
Right.
much that it just ends
Yeah.
up looking cluttered, and there's choice anxiety. I mean,
Yep.
I'm preaching to the
Oh yeah.
choir here, but like
Oh yeah.
like this must be wonderful for a person like you to look at, who has
You don't
choice
there's no
anxiety, and you're like, okay, a cheeseburger, thank you, Jesus.
Yep, it's perfect. It's perfect. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. So do
Yeah,
a few things, do them very well. Point number
love.
2, know your limits and thrive within them.
Okay, you mean like
Okay.
expansion or versus non-expansion? Is that what you're talking about?
Yes. So
Okay.
you and I have discussed many times Shake Shack,
Yep.
Chipotle,
Yep.
uh, Five Guys were
Yes.
regional.
And that was part
Were
of the charm.
Culver's even,
Culver's, yes. Yep.
and they, I would say, and I love all those guys,
Yeah.
for different reasons, but In and Out's just like nah,
Mm-hmm. You're
we're
right.
gonna stay here. How many
I,
people would invest millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars to like buy In and Out and then put it on every corner, bro?
I wonder how many people have actually offered that. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
we can expand you. We're going to help you with this. And there's just this refusal. I think part of it is um, they know that their regionality is part of
Uh-huh.
the draw. And so expanding more would dilute that, and they would make less money.
No, they
But
would make more money. They would make more money.
yeah, I guess you're right. They would, of course, make more
So
money because they'd be
this
selling more hamburgers.
this is why it's so good. Is it's
Mm,
like they regularly say no to more.
yeah.
And the only explanation for that is integrity,
You're
right?
saying that's because so it's either more money or less money. The only reason you would choose less money is integrity. But also, they know
Uh,
if they choose the more money route, their quality goes down, and that's a value of theirs.
right, but that's integrity.
Yep, you're right.
You know what I mean?
And
Like
their
they're
prices to the consumer would go up, which would mean more money for them, but then that's not one of their values, and so they have to
right.
continue in their integrity.
Yeah, so it's like they know their limits, they know who they are,
Yeah.
and they're like it's like I could sell out,
Yep.
make more money, but then I wouldn't be me anymore. I'd just be another crony, another just another Carl's Jr. Like but they remain special because they don't do that. But they actually make less money doing so. Do you know what I mean?
I Yes. It's pretty good. Okay, and I think one could learn a lot from that.
Yeah. Like just do a few things. Stay in your
Mm-hmm.
lane,
Mm-hmm.
know your limits,
Yep.
be who you are,
Yep.
and that's why they're the best.
I think that, so if I'm going to personalize this a little bit for myself, it would be just because you can do that thing and
Mm,
that thing could increase your visibility and you could make money doing that thing doesn't mean you should do that thing. Those are not reasons to do it.
yes. Right.
Okay. Yeah.
And because they would lose their very soul.
I agree.
They
You're
would,
totally
they would
right.
like because think about what you said at the very top, like you've never had a bad experience at In and Out.
Yeah.
If they go all across the country or global,
Yep.
it's just gonna like you're gonna go to In and Out and be like, meh, like I have been about Five Guys the last two times.
Right. And I wonder if is there, I don't know much about, I mean, I know they put Bible verses on their cups and everything like that. That's what I know about
Right.
the scene, the behind the scenes there. I don't know who owns it. I don't know if they're bad. I don't want to know. Just so everybody knows, do not email me. I don't want to know. This is like when
Right.
Anthony told me that Steve Martin was a jerk one time. It really
Right.
broke me.
Dang it, sorry.
But I wonder if there is like a kind of figurehead or CEO or somebody like George Lucas that, or a Zemeckis who
Mm-hmm.
holds all the cards for Back to the Future, and when he
Yep.
dies, people
Mm.
it will be diluted. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Then there'll be reboots and stuff like that. But as long as he's in charge, that's not going to happen. I wonder if there's somebody like that for In and Out, that
Sure.
kind of the money grubbing kids are just waiting for this
Yep.
person to die. They'll swoop in and expand it all over the
Yep.
country. I hope
You'll have
not, because I love this part of it.
you'll have In and Outs at airports,
Yeah.
In and Outs on every street corner.
Gas stations.
Totally.
No.
And that's just like the demise of it.
Yep.
And it would
They
still be
would
good.
lose their soul, like you said.
Dude, totally. So, I think their limits are part of why
Mm-hmm.
they're so good.
Yeah.
Oh, do a few things, do them very well. Also, every ingredient is perfect. The bun, the
Yep.
lettuce, the
Yep.
pickle, the meat, the potato,
Mm-hmm.
the
Yes.
cheese, the
I
special
love it.
sauce, the grilled onions rule. I forgot how good the grilled onions were. So the raw rules, but the grilled rules. It's just
Yeah, and it's the other part about it not being close is you're like, I don't want, because there's this whole secret menu thing. I don't think we're going to be able to talk about that, but you can order
right.
different things, right?
Yep.
Sometimes, most of the time, I'm like, I got to go with my favorites because I'm not here often. And so I'm not
Always.
trying new things. But that's
Uh-huh.
also great because it's the simple menu.
Yeah. You know what you're gonna get, and it's good.
So good.
All right. Third one
Mm,
is if you are excellent,
mm,
if you believe in your product, if you believe in yourself, you don't need to go to the rooftops and shout it. You don't need to advertise for yourself. Just
right.
be great, and people will come.
I'm trying to think if I've ever even seen a billboard. I think they do billboards.
They probably do some billboards, but do they don't have ads?
Nope. No TV ads, no radio ads, nothing like that. You don't hear them
Nope.
pop up in your Spotify.
Nope.
You don't see them on Facebook.
Nope. They it's like the best I feel like the best testimony about something
Yeah.
is personal. So you
Mm,
hear somebody else be like, "Dude, I mean,
yep.
for us, bro,
Mm-hmm.
Cecil,
Yeah.
okay, he instilled in us to this very day
Yep.
the love for In-N-Out Burger."
So Cecil, our youth pastor who came from Southern California to Wisconsin
Yep.
and is, to his credit, a Culver's lover. I mean,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
he often would have the conversation of, if you could only have one, which would you have?
Right.
Um, but the way he talked about In and Out, he worked it into his sermons, he worked it into everyday conversation,
Yeah.
personal testimony. We
Yeah.
were converts before we even had a bite.
Yeah. I mean, it became something that was other like one day I'll
Mm-hmm.
find this
You're right.
place. You know
Yep.
what I mean? Because we couldn't
100%.
we could never try it.
Yeah.
And so he instilled in us the lore of In and Out.
When's the first time you had it?
Oh, oh yeah. Okay, I went to Southern California to go to the Rose Bowl
Oh,
with some friends
were the Badgers
in
playing?
Pasadena. Yup.
Okay,
Ron Dane. Can you believe I went to the Rose Bowl, dude?
this is news to me, and I love it.
I mean, I was out there. My mom
Mm,
had this the friend. They're the Bakers, so they weren't bakers. That was their family name,
okay.
and we went to visit them.
Mm-hmm.
They were from her church. This wonderful family,
Okay,
and we stayed with them. And then I got tickets to the Rose Bowl
got
and
it.
went with some friends. So I think that's the first time I had In and Out
Okay,
was on that trip.
yeah.
And Rocket Man was like pretty new. So I remember watching that in the hotel with my mom and sister and like laughing super hard.
Is that the second Rocket Man reference? We just recorded the Shawshank
Yes,
episode. The Rocket Man. We're gonna have to do that movie, I guess.
we are.
Even though there's a really racist part I don't like, but otherwise perfect.
Oh, cut that. Totally strike that. That's up there with the FAG scene
Yes,
from Bill
definitely.
and Ted's
Can a movie be perfect regardless of those things? I don't know, but we should do that movie sometime because it's a laugh. It's a laugh riot.
Rocket Man
Um.
rules.
So, oh wait, oh, I think I had it for the first time with Krause
Okay.
on that aforementioned trip
Oh yeah.
that we were talking about, Seattle down to California.
Mm-hmm.
That's the first time I think that I've ever been to Southern California, and the first time I ever had In and Out.
Okay.
And it was wonderful and remains wonderful.
It's special.
And you're right; it did not have to be advertised to me in any traditional way.
Yep. You
It's just good.
let the product speak for itself.
So that works a lot with social media today. Our
Totally.
false self, our advertised self. Just be good.
Yep.
Don't just brag about how good you are and you're not actually,
Yep. Be good and
as AT would
somebody
say.
be good and you'll be discovered by who you are supposed to be discovered by. You
Right.
know what I
Like when
mean?
Anthony swam in that swim meet and and an Olympian was there and signed him immediately up for the team.
Dude, do you want to be on our parent relay team forever? You're the best.
I can't believe I'm going to talk about this on a 13.1 episode that almost no one 13.1ers, you're so lucky. Guess what I'm doing on Saturday, bro?
Ooh, what?
I'm joining the ranks
Yeah.
of concessions dads
Oh yes. Awesome,
at
dude.
Jack's track or cross country meet. Very similar situation. Tons of
Yes.
kids. Everybody needs to volunteer. You have to volunteer if you're a parent. And you know I
Yes.
made a beeline right to that
Oh
clipboard with
yeah.
the
Oh yeah.
at the it's I think it's a Pepsi concession truck.
Okay.
But we're doing we're doing burgers,
Yes.
foil wrapped.
Yes.
So we'll have to do a concession episode or something. Best concession. Oh,
I
ooh,
love
that's
it.
good.
I love it. Best
All right.
concession. So, in conclusion, dude,
Yes.
what I learned from In and Out as I was walking to that hotel, thinking,
Mm-hmm.
why is this so good?
Yeah.
It's because they do the most important one is
Yep.
that they do a few things and they do them so well. So there's such beauty and simplicity and excellence.
Yep.
They know their limits. They haven't sold out. They've
Yeah.
kept their integrity and thrived within those limits.
Yeah.
They haven't gotten spread too thin like Five Guys and maybe Shake Shack and
Yeah.
countless others.
Yep.
And then, dude, they don't go to the rooftops and tell everybody about it. They
They're
don't. They don't.
just good.
They don't sell out. They just are good. It's like if you build it, they will come.
Is there
Right?
any other company restaurant like it?
I think Chick-fil-A.
So that I was gonna mention Chick-fil-A because I don't think their quality has gone down with expansion.
Nope. They if In and Out could follow Chick-fil-A's because
Quality
because
control.
100% Chick-fil-A is the other one where like it was regional but they have expanded but they have kept their hospitality
Yeah.
and their quality of excellence. Dude,
Uh-huh.
it has not dipped in the pandemic. Everything else has dipped in the pandemic.
We've talked about this. There we have much to our chagrin. We're not
Yep.
happy about this. We don't
No.
rejoice over this at
No.
all. But we were talking about some sit down restaurants like Chili's and stuff like that.
Ooh,
Even before pre-pandemic, we were like,
right.
we're kind of done with this because I knew Felicia told me that it's just like a heating ramp, basically, that they put these foods on.
Right.
Um, but almost every restaurant, is this exaggerating? I haven't found many that I'm like just as good as pre-pandemic.
Yep.
Something's happened.
McDonald's, the quality
Mm,
has remained pretty much the same, but the wait time is quintupled.
I agree. And Jack, who
Yep.
works there, as we all know,
Yep.
there are not very like tons of people just quit all the time, don't want to work, and
Wow.
he gets the brunt of that. I mean, he comes home probably every other time he works with a told jovially
Hmm.
story about how he got screamed at
Oh
because of the
man.
time wait. And he's like, why do they always yell at me? I don't know. Yell at the cooks or something, or like
Yeah.
the powers that be. I can't control it.
Uh,
So that's
uh,
true, and it's kind of universal. I think wait times are a lot longer.
yep. So wait
Mm,
time, but quality still good.
yeah,
I mean, Wendy's, yeah. Uh,
that
just
one
drive
frosty
by.
notwithstanding.
Right. That one frosty was fantastic. And actually, I got a Dave's Hot and Juicy, and it was pretty good.
I
But
really
the
like their
the
chick. I
bun
really
was
like their
kind of
crispy.
stale.
Did you have their crispy chicken?
Not recently, but I love that sandwich. It's a great
Love to
sandwich.
put a D at the end of that word because
Oh,
it was just supremely disappointing last time I got it.
oh man. See, this is what I'm talking about.
Mostly breading, you know what I mean? Like very tough.
Yeah.
And that is not
Super
what the
tough.
crispy chicken is supposed to be. At Wendy's, it used to be
Right.
like juicy as all get out.
Yep.
Not anymore.
Totally.
Dang it.
So that sucks.
Yeah.
But In and
But
Out
not In and Out. In and Out,
and
you're
Chick
doing
fil
it.
A.
You're killing it.
Yep. And I will say Chick fil A too. Totally.
Yep. Yep. I was thinking about that when we were talking about expansion. I wonder how they did it. So,
Yep. If Chick fil A, if In and Out expanded like
mm-hmm.
Chick fil A,
Yeah,
it could work.
could work. It just
It,
might work.
I don't know if it's because Chick fil A is every single one is owned by a person.
Right. That's
Like
true. That, yep.
at Culver's is the
Family
same.
owned or whatever. Yeah.
Actually, I will say the Culver's that we have about 30 minutes from here, and then the one that we get a couple times a year on the way to Blue Ridge,
Uh huh.
they are excellent.
Good. That's
Excellent.
really good to hear.
Totally,
Um,
totally great.
I'm wondering if it's an altitude issue in Flagstaff as well.
Mm,
Um, that some of these restaurants, but again, Chick-fil-A tastes amazing still.
yep.
McDonald's tastes exactly the same as it does everywhere else in the world,
Yep.
but they might have some sort of magician working for them. I don't know. I mean, like a McDonald's wizard
Totally.
just taps his wand on every piece of food to make sure it tastes exactly the same as wherever you get it in the entire world.
Yeah. Totally do.
I want to meet this McDonald's wizard.
Oh,
Um, but yeah, so I will come back with a report after they finally build the In and Out in Flagstaff, which is going to be bonkers. I mean, there's going to be hours long lines. I don't know if I'll be there at the beginning, but maybe I'll report live.
okay, that would rule. It's just so good.
I think that will be a true test. If they can bring it up the mountain
Yep.
and it tastes the same as
Yep.
in sunny SoCal,
Yep.
then I'll be as pleased as punch.
Mm, yum, dude.
Okay, In and Out, great sermon.
Thanks, dude. We'll tighten that up with a few
You mean
biblical references.
you mean before I actually present it in front of 1,200 people at my church?
Dude, but
Yeah,
don't you think you could pull a few of those things together, make them
yeah,
good?
for sure. I mean, I
All right.
I I do think that In and Out is better used as a example for a point instead of the sermon itself.
Totally, but you could use it as a sermon illustration
I'm
somewhere,
going I'm going
and I
to
think you
actually
should.
I'm going to receive that as a challenge,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna try to work In and Out into a sermon,
Okay.
maybe in the next year sometime.
Yes. Yes. I love it.
Okay.
I love it.
All right, dude. Great app for our 13.1ers. Hopefully you guys know we really appreciate you with this
Yeah.
awesome
Yeah.
app.
That needs to be said. Yep. I mean, I was thinking about that the other day in the shower. I was like, man,
Drinking a beer.
drinking a bottle of suds. I was like, man, our 13.1ers, you guys are so awesome. Like, you guys pay
It's still miraculous to
$13.1 a
me.
month
Yeah.
to listen to us. That means you love us and that you care about us.
Mm-hmm.
That is a real honor. So thank you
Yep.
so much. That's awesome.
Thanks, 13 wine. What? Thanks, 13. I'm tired. I swear to you, we already record. We've been recording for 3 hours. Thank you,
Yep.
13.1ers. We love you.
Love you, dudes.
All
Thank
right.
you, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
All right.
Bye.
Bye. Ooh.
All right.
All right.
Fun, dude. Super fun. Let's stop that.
Super fun. They're still watching. We still love you.
Oh, yeah, we still do.
Yeah.
All
What
right,
if we
let's
were like,
stop.
I don't love that. I hate that.
Actually, I hate them. Just kidding. Oh my gosh. All right, here we go. Let's stop it.
Oh yeah, duh. All right, 1, 2, 3, stop.
All right,
Save.
and then I'll stop the video. Bye, everybody.